particularly meaningful for former Filipinos abroad who dream of migrating back home, enjoying their retirement years in the country, and at the same time, supporting the local economy. Mr. Sobrado brings with him decades of experience in the tourism and hospitality industries, having held leadership roles in major airlines, hotels, and travel associations, and later shaping future generations as a dean and educator. His work has earned him recognition from both the global travel sector and the academe. Today at the PRA, he channels this expertise to position the Philippines not just as a top tourist destination, but as a world-class retirement haven for Filipinos and friends of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Roberto Bob Sobrado. Welcome, Bob. Do I might call you Bob?
Thank you. Please. You do.
Well, Bob, let's get to it. Maybe the biggest question is, why the Philippines? Your website bills the country as paradise, and your tagline is retirement or retiring in paradise.
That's
so
right.
Why is this paradise?
Well, the Philippines, because we have the best selling tool. Among all the countries in the world, we have the best selling tool in trying to convince people to come and visit the country. And that tool is our people. It's the welcoming attitude of our people that attracts these foreigners. The moment they come in, they feel at home right away because of the way we treat them. We welcome them to our community. We treat them as if they are part of our family. And that's what they like the most.
And Bob, you've been all over the world because of your professional background and experience.
Yep.
So you're in a unique position to be authoritative on this account, right? So there are many wonderful places around the world,
Yes.
right? I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Yes.
But from your experience, what makes us stand out besides, you said the people? There are a lot of friendly people around the world, but maybe from your own personal experience and maybe from what you hear from your clients, what makes us different?
Well, it's actually a confluence of factors.
Okay.
Aside from the fact that we have we have a welcoming attitude, our culture, a very interesting culture, plus our accessibility to nature's bounty, and the fact that we can communicate easily in English. I think
That's
that
a big factor. Yeah.
put them together, and it becomes a very big attraction for these foreigners.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you've retired from your professional work. You could have chosen to retire anywhere in the world.
Yes.
I think if I did my research correctly, you have family even in the U.S.
Yes.
Right. So you chose the Philippines.
Chose the Philippines.
For you, why is this a personal choice?
Let me give you. Let me take you a little bit further down. I had a U.S. immigrant visa.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because my mother petitioned for me.
I see.
But I gave it up.
You chose to be
I
here.
chose to live here in the Philippines, and when I canceled my visa, the American consul dealing with me, he said, "Are you crazy? People in your country kill just to get this visa.
Yeah, a lot of Filipinos would say, probably something similar.
Yeah.
That's their probably dream.
Exactly.
Okay, but
to me, there's nothing like the Philippines.
okay.
I'm so at home. Every time I go out to different countries, the longest I can stay there is a week.
Okay.
After a week, I yearn
You
to
miss
come
home.
back home. Yeah.
So
The food, the people, my friends, and everything else.
Now you, if I'm not mistaken, you're originally from Cebu.
Cebu.
But did you grew up probably in Manila, or you went to school in Manila?
I grew up in Cebu.
You grew up in
I
Cebu.
was born and raised there, and I worked for Pan Am, the biggest airline in the world then.
Yes.
And my boss kept on nagging me because he wanted to promote me, and he said, "You're too big for Cebu. Come to Manila."
That
And
was
I
when you
refused.
were with Thai Airways.
No, Pan Am.
Pan Am. Okay.
Yeah, Pan Am. And I refused. But he nagged me continuously for several months. And I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And I called him and I said, "Sir, if I go to Manila and I don't like it, can I come back to Cebu?" And he said, "Yes, just come over and try."
So
And I did.
So
And never went back to Cebu when I came to Manila.
So the question I was trying to get at is, of course, retiring in the Philippines is one thing, but are there particular places or destinations in the Philippines that the PRA wants to promote the most? I mean, Cebu is just like Manila, but
Yeah.
I heard, for instance, Dumaguete is popular with
Yes.
some American retirees.
Yeah.
I think in previous interviews you mentioned Baguio as
Yes.
another good destination. But what are the top places that we want to promote as a destination?
Well, we want to promote the entire country.
Okay.
In fact, together with the Department of Tourism, we support each other in this Philippine Experience program of the DOT, wherein the Department of Tourism showcases the different regions of the country.
I see.
And so we support them in that one. We invite some of our foreigners to join that one as well.
Okay.
But the foreigners actually decide on their own
Sure.
where they want to go.
Sure.
And the top 3 destinations for our retirees are Metro Manila area, and then Calabarzon region, and Cebu province is the third. But there are retirees also in far-flung places.
Right.
We have a few in the Cordilleras, we have a few in Basilan, you know, and they're all over the country.
Would it be correct to say that people choose Metro Manila, Metro Cebu because of proximity to healthcare facilities?
Exactly.
Is that a factor?
That is the big factor, because when the retirees arrive here, first question is it near a hospital?
Okay.
Second, is it near a shopping mall?
Okay.
Third, is it near a golf course? Those are the 3 questions.
Those are the major priorities. Huh?
Yes.
You know, and I think that the question that begs my mind is, you know, we hear of places like Boracay as a popular tourist destination, both for Filipinos and for foreigners. You know, if people are looking at, you know, proximity to healthcare facilities, shouldn't we be making a push to maybe have like a medical city or St. Luke's, or, you know, that caliber of hospital in Boracay, or maybe in, you know, some other resort area in the Philippines?
We are trying to work together with through the Department of Tourism and their linkage with the Department of Health and all the other investors for these healthcare facilities, because we really want our foreigners not to be left out as far as healthcare is concerned.
Right.
So, especially in those areas, we're working on it.
Right. But you know, you mentioned some people prefer the far-flung areas.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm just speculating here that maybe they're looking for the idyllic, you know, situation to or place to retire. You know, if there are people, you know, local governments listening to this program, what do they have to develop in their area to make it attractive, you know, for, you know, make it attractive for retirees?
Well, first of all, we signed a memorandum of agreement with DILG.
Okay.
And DILG sent out all the directive to all the LGUs all over the country to take care of the foreign retirees in their area.
Okay.
So we supply them information as to where the retirees are concentrated in and things like that. And at the same time, we tell these LGUs that in the event any of the foreign retirees need help, they can run to the LGU for help and
for
they can
assistance.
extend. Yes, exactly. So these are the things. But nevertheless, we also encourage still the Department of Health to put good medical facilities in those areas.
Right. I suppose not just for retirees, but for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you've been around the world. I'm sure you've been around the country as well, especially with this role. For you personally, you know, if you had a choice, what are maybe if you were to choose to retire anywhere in the Philippines, you know, what would appeal to about Sobrado?
I'm biased because I'm from Cebu.
That's right.
So I
near the
promote
beach.
Cebu. I promote Cebu because it has everything.
Yes.
The beach, the mountains, the people, the history, everything else. It's all there. I don't know if I should say this example. There's one retiree from the States wrote to me, and he said he's planning to retire here. He wants to know where places I could suggest. I sent him suggestions of different towns in Cebu because he said he wants to be away from a city.
And
he wants
they don't want the
quiet.
traffic.
Yeah, he wants quiet, and he wants near the mountains, near the sea, things like that. So I sent him all that. 2 months later, he came back to me and he said, I'm now happily retired in Dumaguete. So I lost out.
Well, you know, that's not too far from Cebu.
I know. Yeah.
So I guess that's sort of a win.
Yes.
What about, I heard in one of your previous, I was just scanning through social media, you were talking about Zamboanga and a place that had a pink beach.
Yes, Santa Cruz Island.
Santa Cruz Island, that was it. So, is Mindanao an appealing, or should be considered as a retirement area, maybe including a city like Zamboanga City?
Yes, yes. In fact, there's this misconception that anywhere in Mindanao it's scary.
Right.
It's not at all.
And Zamboanga's changed its image.
Not only Zamboanga, it's also Davao, Cagayan de Oro, and then the other day, in fact, I joined a forum of Soc Sargent, an investment forum of Soc Sargent, and we're trying to invite people to to invest in Soc Sargent's for tourism facilities there, and there were a lot of people interested. So it's we have to show the world that every part of the Philippines is appealing. Every part of the Philippines is beautiful. There are no X marks wherever we go.
Yeah. You were mentioning Soc Sargent. Are there other initiatives of maybe some local governments to promote that would be nice to hear about? What are some of the later, recent initiatives to promote their own? I'm sure everyone's competing.
Yes.
Right for this market.
Tiesa has a very good facility for this because they offer tax holidays for those who would like to invest in tourism facilities and retirement facilities too. So there are many others. There are many other that the government is trying to use to lure more people.
Is that something people can look at from your PRA website?
Yes, it's there. Or they can go straight to the Tiesa website. It'll show.
All right. Well, Bob, if you mind me calling you that,
please.
I'll just have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Mr. Sobrado of the Philippine Retirement.
Yung tinago po nila sa akin, yung bata.
Hindi ko po iuurong yung kaso. Sinabi ko na mamubulok sa kulungan.
Unang-una po, hindi po normal para sa amin yung ganitong buhay.
Sa tuwing may inaapi, kami ang kakampi ng katotohanan at katarungan.
Ito ang programa kung saan laging patas ang batas.
Legally Speaking, tuwing linggo, 3:00 ng hapon.
They're cute, talented, and oozing with confidence. Kantahan, sayawan, modeling, at storytelling. Nangunguna ang mga batang bibo. Talents Academy, tuwing Sabado, 4:30 ng hapon sa IBC 13.
Welcome back to the Chairman's Report. I'm Dante Klink. We're talking to PRA CEO Bob Sobrado.
Yes.
So we were talking about retirement in the Philippines, and the way to go about that primarily is through the SRRB, which is the visa that they apply for. Can you tell us about what benefits this visa offers, and how does one get it? How do people apply for it?
Well, okay, the Special Resident Retirees Visa Program visa is a non-immigrant visa. The applicant gets to retain the citizenship.
I see.
Okay, and to apply is actually very easy. What they do is they come here first on a tourist visa.
Okay.
And then once they're
they
here,
can apply locally.
yes, they apply locally.
I see.
And then we process it and we forward all the documents to the Bureau of Immigration, because eventually it's the Bureau of Immigration that issues the visa. So it's very attractive to the foreigners, because once they have it, they get some benefits. For example, when we travel, everybody who travels out of the Philippines, we pay a Philippine transportation tax that goes to Tiesa, the 1,620.
Right.
These people, they're exempt from that.
Okay.
And then when they move to the Philippines, they can bring in as much as $7,000 worth of personal belongings that's tax-free.
Okay.
And then they can travel in and out of the country. They don't have to ask permission. They can travel in and out of the country as often as they want. And when they come here, they also, if they want to work, they can.
That's allowed.
Yes, it's
okay,
allowed.
okay.
They have to, would just have to register with the Department of Labor and Employment. And if their children wants to go to school, they can. They don't have to ask permission.
I see.
So, in fact, a lot of South Koreans,
Okay.
the reason why they're here,
Okay.
they want to send their children to school.
So they come
study
here as
English.
retirees.
Yes.
And then they enjoy these benefits.
Exactly, yeah.
Interesting. So I was looking at your website. There are. Can you talk about the fees? Because there's a category for pensioners
Yeah.
and non-pensioners.
Yes.
What is the difference? And is there in terms of maybe the process and the amount?
We have actually different kinds, the classic
Okay.
and the extended, expanded
Okay.
scheme.
Okay.
If you are a pensioner,
Okay.
the required visa
Okay.
deposit is lower.
Okay.
But if you don't have any pension, you're not receiving any pension, the required visa deposit is
How
higher.
much are we talking about?
Okay, for non-pensioners,
Okay.
they now pay $30,000 visa deposit, and that is kept under their name in one of our accredited banks.
So do they get it back?
They can get it back if they want to cancel
they
the
wanna
SRV
leave, yeah.
or they want to go back home. They can cancel it,
Okay.
and they get back the money with interest,
Oh, that's interesting.
including the interest that it earns.
That's interesting.
Yes. However, if you are a pensioner, you pay only 15,000 US
Okay.
dollars.
Okay.
And again, the same thing. You can get it back if you
Right.
want.
The visa itself, is it expensive?
No.
Is it affordable?
Well, no. That's what they pay.
Oh, that's it. There's
That's
no other fee.
Yes. Well, there's the application fee of $1,500.
Okay.
And that's
one
one-time
time.
payment.
Okay.
Yeah. And every year, they're required to renew their
Okay.
SRV ID,
Okay.
for which they pay $360.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But otherwise, that's it. Once they have their SRV visa, that's good for forever.
Now, for those who are maybe in Dumaguete or in the Cordillera, do they have to come to Manila to renew?
No, we have satellite offices.
I see.
We have one in Cebu, in Baguio, in Clark, and in Davao.
So convenient.
Very convenient.
Now, a lot of Filipinos hear about these golden visas to Portugal,
Yes,
to Spain,
Spain.
and other countries. So a lot of different countries are trying to attract retirees. How do we compare their?
Well, I can tell you, for Southeast Asia, we're leading the way. And as I said, because of so many factors, if we compare ourselves to Spain
Okay.
or Portugal,
Okay.
Spain especially with the golden visa,
Okay.
the applicant has to have $100,000 worth
Wow.
of deposit given to that, and then investment in real estate.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's-
There's no requirement like that in the Philippines.
No, not
Okay.
at all.
And you even earn interest, as you said.
Exactly. And in Malaysia, they have the same kind of thing. In Malaysia, the retirement program is called MM2H, Malaysia, My Second Home. And they also require about $100,000 US dollars
Wow.
deposit. So that's the reason why we're getting a lot of it, because not only are we affordable, we're giving them the best value for their money. With our people, our culture, our natural resources, it's all theirs.
Well, I hear the U.S. under the Trump government is looking at maybe charging $5 million. We're nowhere near that.
No, not
But I think in the current price now is about $1 million for
yeah,
investment. But,
exactly. Yeah.
So some overseas Filipinos are our constituents at the
yes.
CFO. Of course, they look to retire to the Philippines.
Yes.
Would you recommend them just getting a dual citizen visa or maybe an SRRV visa? What's the
Well, it's
a more
actually-
practical option?
For Filipinos, the practical solution to that is really for them to have a Filipino citizenship,
So they
retain it, and they
The
get
full benefits of citizenship.
So dual citizens actually do not belong under my care.
Right.
But
They're DFA, yeah.
but we do have a lot of former Filipinos who are now U.S. citizens, French citizens that are now retired here in the Philippines, and we take care of them. And well, they get the benefits that I mentioned to you earlier about the SRV.
Is there a particular market that you target? I know because, for instance, according to our data, there are about 5 million Filipinos in the U.S.
Yes.
Many of them, of course, are aging. You know, my own uncle chose to retire here from California after decades abroad.
Really?
He chose Tagaytay, by the way, not
He's a
Cebu.
Filipino or?
Well, the dual.
Dual, okay.
So, but I'm sorry, not Cebu. But is there a market that you know, because maybe we have a lot of Filipinos in the U.S. Is that the natural market? Are you looking at other other markets in the region, perhaps, or maybe in Europe?
Well, right now we're trying to increase the number of retirees we have from Europe,
In Europe,
from
okay, that's your
US,
target. Okay.
from Canada, and Australia.
Okay.
Those are the markets that we're trying to attract now.
Okay.
We have enough, not enough, but we have a lot already of the Asian, our Asian neighbors.
Okay.
You know?
A lot of Koreans used to share.
Yes, but we're not driving them away either.
Right, right.
Because we welcome anybody, but
Right.
we are trying to improve our figures from Europe, from US, Canada, and Australia.
Right. So, when you attract retirees, you know, what comes to my mind is are elderly people that maybe need additional care. But I guess retirement in the West comes, you know, at different stages of one's life,
Yes.
right? So, are you looking at retirees that are still active, or are you looking at retirees that maybe have a more sedate life and you know, just, you know, maybe play golf every once in a while and then get a full-time nurse here, which they probably can't afford.
Yeah.
That's for my uncle. I mean, there's a much higher quality of life here because he couldn't afford
I
a
know.
full-time nurse in the States.
Yes.
But here he has a full-time nurse,
Yes.
driver, housekeeper.
Yes.
But, you know, what's your market? You know, what's our market?
Well, it's really, for the past 20 years, it's always been those from 50 and above.
Okay.
But there has been a clamor for us to reduce the
Yeah,
minimum.
that's what I mean. Younger people are
Younger people,
choosing to retire.
And especially now, the global definition of retirement no longer mentions any age. It just says, as long as you are financially capable,
Okay.
you can retire.
Okay.
Which is true. And then recently, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Announced that he is willing to give visas for digital nomads.
Yes.
And digital nomads are younger executives, right? And they want to just work through their
Right.
computer in any part of the world.
Right.
So having a digital nomads visa here in the Philippines, we saw it as actually the first step for a retirement visa for these people.
That's interesting.
So because when they come here and they work from here and then they're surrounded by beautiful, you know, sceneries here in the Philippines and the nice people that we have, then they might just decide to live here permanently.
That's interesting.
And so that's what we're trying to get that market as well.
That's interesting. So they're like testing the waters, and
Yes.
that leads to a different thing. Do you find that there are other there are different types of visa holders that are also maybe I mean, is there, I don't know, a way to measure those with tourist visa, come here with a tourist visa? How much of them convert later on to
Very hard for us to say
SRRV?
that.
Yeah.
We don't have those figures.
Yeah.
But all the SRV holders now start from a tourist visa.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Do you find I don't know if there's any data on this. Those who get the SRRV visa, are they mostly people who have been to the Philippines at least once, or are there any cases where you know they just read about it and this is the first time they've been to the Philippines?
It's actually a mix of both.
Okay.
I would say that most of them have been to the Philippines before,
Okay.
and then they realize when they go back home,
They don't like the cold.
They don't like home anymore. They want to come back here. So that's what's been happening here a lot.
Yeah, and you said that they can go back home at any time.
Anytime. Yeah.
Is there? Have you had a chance to study like how long they end up actually being here? Because maybe at some point, just like Filipinos, they want to come back to the Philippines. Do you get to measure how long they actually stay here, and eventually they go back home to?
Most of them stay here for a long time.
Okay.
And then there's also a few that can travel, that want to
back and-
travel back and forth.
Yeah.
And there's one, in fact, we have somebody high profile, a retiree that lives here 6 months of the year, and the other 6 months he lives in Europe. He also has a home in Europe.
It's like a snowbird that
Yeah.
migrates south. Huh?
There are many like that in our roster of retirees.
Very interesting. Bob, I just have to take another quick break.
Sure.
You're watching the Chairman's Report. We'll be right back.
Bagong Pilipinas. Mahalaga ang kapakanan ng bawat isa. Lahat ng aspeto ng lipunan pinagtutuunan ng pansin ng pamahalaan at ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Bagong Pilipinas, PBBM, Lingkod ng Bayan. Tuwing Linggo, alas 8:30 ng umaga.
Welcome back to the Chairman's Report. We're talking to PRA CEO Bob Sobrado. Can you talk about PRA itself? You mentioned that you have these offices outside of Manila to make it more convenient for
Yes.
people renewing their visas and
Yes.
providing other services. You also mentioned that you're part of the DOT, the Department of
Yes.
Tourism family.
Yes.
Tell us
The-
about PRA.
Yeah, the Philippine Retirement Authority is actually an attached agency of the Department of Tourism because we do the same thing. The DOT attracts people to visit, but we have a more difficult job because not only do we attract people to visit our country, we want them to live in our country. And that's going to be a big decision in everybody's minds, you know, and they relocate from one country to the other. And to make it easy for foreign retirees, we put up satellite offices in Davao, in Cebu, in Clark, and in Baguio. And we are trying to determine now where to build the next one because we know that we have a lot of retirees in Cagayan de Oro, so we might put up one there too, and in Dumaguete because we have a lot. But in the meantime, what we're we're having a memorandum of agreement with the different LGUs, different mayors.
Good idea,
That
yeah.
we put up a PRA help desk
Okay.
in the city hall, so that retirees can go there if they need help easily.
Well,
So we're doing that.
we can help you out too. We just also signed an MOU with you, so
Yep.
maybe help you promote it to
Yeah.
Filipinos overseas.
Oh yes, that would be good.
Do you have a presence abroad, or do you work through the tourism attaché and
Well,
the
we
embassy?
always work through the Department of Tourism
Okay.
there and the DFA.
Okay.
But we're trying to negotiate now with the
Yes.
Department of Tourism that we be allowed to put desks
Your own people.
in their offices abroad.
Yeah.
So we're working on that now.
So does that require a new law, or is it just only an order from Secretary
No.
Frasco? Or?
In fact, it's our initiative.
it's your
It's
initiative.
in our initiative to do that. And we are, aside from the fact that we are very active in attending events
Right.
that cater to the senior community.
You travel all the
Well,
time.
that's the reason why we travel a lot,
Yeah.
because we have to be there. And every time we go to a particular country or city attending these expos for seniors,
Right.
we always make it a point to talk to the to be with the Department of Foreign Affairs
I see.
consul or
I see.
ambassador, and then gather the Filipino community so we get to talk to them as well and tell them about PRA. So we do these things different parts of the world.
Well, yeah, I wish you luck with that. Now, the PRA. You said that the visa itself is issued by the Bureau of Immigration.
Yeah.
Are there other services that the PRA itself provides? What
Yes.
What do retirees get?
We
from
help them
office?
if they have to deal with government agencies. For
Okay.
example, if they want to get a driver's license
I
here,
see.
then we help them out.
I see.
And in fact, we have an agreement with PhilHealth that in case they're interested to have PhilHealth here, we have. And
So they can enroll in.
they can enroll, and PhilHealth is giving them lower cost, lower
Yeah.
price.
Oh, that's interesting.
So we do all those things, and just to make it easy for them.
Yeah, and I should thank you also for joining our campaign to make Medicare, Medicaid
Yes.
portable. But
Mhm.
I know it's a long shot, but hopefully maybe with your help and others, that,
Oh yeah, oh
we
yeah.
can actually finish that job. And do you think that would help? You know, if
It definitely will.
Okay.
Definitely. Although right now, what we did, since Medicare is still
far off,
up
yeah,
there,
yeah.
so what we did is we found and we discovered this local company. It's called Bright Care,
Bright Care.
and they link up the foreign medical insurance
Okay.
of these retirees to 200 hospitals here in
Oh,
the
wonderful.
Philippines. So it's just like Medicare.
Okay.
If the retiree has a foreign medical insurance, all the retiree has to do is contact Bright Care here, and Bright Care will take care of liaising, connecting the insurance company abroad with any of the 200 hospitals that they are connected with.
Is this for all foreigner retirees, or is it only from the U.S.?
No, all.
All.
Any
Fantastic.
foreign retiree that has medical insurance from abroad.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
That's
and makes it
fantastic.
easy. So it serves its purpose even before Medicare is going to be useful to us.
Right.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that the retirees also have the privilege of working here if
Yes.
they choose.
Yes.
You know, foreigners who normally come here, they get is it an ACR and
They get ACR.
something like that.
Yeah.
So they don't need that
Not
if
anymore.
you're a SRRB
No,
holder.
not anymore.
I see.
They don't need to have an ACR and renew every year. They don't have to do that.
Okay.
We have a lot of retirees that are working still, like the general managers of most of these big hotels. They're our retirees.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. And you mentioned that I think you were mentioning Koreans a while ago, that they come here because they bring their family.
They bring their family.
So is the SRRB also for families or just for individuals? How do they
Well-
because some of them may be minors, right, or not
Yes, yes.
retirement age. So how would that work?
Well, the applicant must follow the age limit that we've set,
I see.
and that is
the primary
is the principal.
Yeah, the
The
principal.
principal.
Yeah.
And then the principal is allowed to bring in all their dependents,
Okay.
the spouse and
Right.
anybody below 21
Okay.
years old.
Now, do the deposit requirements, does that apply only to the principal, or do each member of the family have to have
Well,
like
the
X amount in the bank?
No, the principal is required to pay that,
Okay.
and that includes the spouse and one dependent.
I see.
Every other dependent, they will have to pay extra.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go to school here, the
Yes.
children of the principal,
Yes.
they don't need to get like another visa.
No.
Do they show anything at say?
No.
say
They
the
just have
university?
their SRRB ID.
I see.
Yeah, they don't. That's why it makes it easy for foreign retirees.
Right. So, what are some of the retirees telling you, or what are some of the stories you've heard why they chose the Philippines? What are some of the testimonials?
The number one answer is our people.
Really,
They
that's their
always
main
say,
selling point.
Yes, the main selling point, and the way we take care of them.
Okay.
And when I first joined PRA, I had to attend this ITB expo in Berlin.
What's an ITB?
Yeah, ITB. It's a German name for an international tourism fair.
I see.
Okay, it's the biggest tourism fair in the world.
Wow.
So I had to go there together with the DOT people, and then there were two policemen in uniform who came to our booth. Scared the wits out of me because I thought they were going to arrest me, because he said, "Are you from the retirement company?
they
Yes,
looking
I
to
said, yes, sir.
retire?
I was shivering. So he goes, oh, I want you to know that I'm going to retire in the Philippines. And he said, and if my parents are still going to be alive, I'm going to make them retire in the Philippines as well. Of course, I was so relieved. And I said, what made you decide to do that, sir? And right away he said, it's the way you take care of old people.
You know,
It's really the Filipino nature.
that's interesting.
Really
You know, this is a
attractive.
self-serving question, right?
Yeah.
So I have to, because our mandate is to look after the Filipino diaspora. Do you think it helps that maybe we have Filipinos practically everywhere in the world, and that we call them ambassadors, informal ambassadors of the
Yes.
Philippines? Does that maybe help promote the Philippines at all? That maybe the way our kababayans abroad interact with their adopted countries and communities, does that help you in a way more than maybe the sales pitch that you make at
Definitely,
at
it
the
does. It does.
events?
You have to remember, the best caregivers in the world come from the Philippines. And we have a lot of nurses, med techs, and doctors all over the world.
Yeah.
And foreigners see these people and see how they work and how they take care of patients. So they're the best sales reps you can ever have.
Yeah, I know this is probably a difficult question, but do we have some figures? I mean, or even ballpark figures? I mean, how many retirees are here? And
We
is
have
there an
As
estimate?
of August this year, we have about 61,000
61,000.
all over the Philippines.
All over the
61,000. 60% are in the Metro Manila area,
Okay.
and then next would be Calabarzon and then
Okay.
Cebu Province.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there an estimate on how much economic contribution they make?
Well, yes. I mean, it's not an estimate. I
Okay.
can see how much revenue they're giving us and the country, and it's quite substantial.
Okay.
And of course, we share it with the National Treasury.
Right.
So
What's the ballpark figure? Do you have it handy or?
yeah,
putting
I
it on
think no. Let's just keep that.
Okay. Oh, I have to take a quick break, but last question. Is there a target? You said about 61,000 retirees. Is there a target that we want to
Yes.
to reach in terms of the
Well,
number of retirees?
Last year, our target was 3,850 retirees for 2024.
Okay.
We achieved 99% of it.
Oh, congratulations.
We lacked about 30 retirees more to make it 100. This year, our target is 4,000. So we'll see if we're on our way. We're on our way. We're about 60% now
Wow.
of our targets. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, good news. We'll be right back with Mr. Sobrado of the Philippine Retirement Authority. This is the Chairman's Report. Please stay with us.
Sila ang mga hinalal ng taong bayan upang maisulong ang kaunlaran sa bayan at maiangat ang antas ng kabuhayan ng mamamayang Pilipino. Kasama si Miss Cathy Villar, ating kilalanin ang Senado ng Pilipinas tuwing Linggo alas 9:30 ng umaga. Sabi nila, bawal maligo pag pagod. Sabi nila, huwag matulog kapag basa ang buhok. Pero,
Doc, true ba?
sa dami ng impormasyon sa internet, alin ang dapat paniwalaan at alin nga ba ang dapat kalimutan? Kasama ang OPA host, Jerome San, at ang pambato sa medisina, Dr. Cel Martinez. This season, mas pinalakas ang team with pharma expert Natalia Austria para sagutin ang katanungan sa tamang paggamit ng gamot. Doc, true ba? Every Sunday, 7:30 a.m. on IBC 13.
So welcome back to this new season of the Chairman's Report. We're talking to the Philippine Retirement Authority CEO, Bob Sobrado. You said you have some pretty ambitious targets and you're well along in realizing them. What can be done to help you reach a target and maybe improve on that in 2026 and beyond? What's your ask of
The biggest
government?
need that our retirement industry in the Philippines has is really retirement facilities.
Okay.
We lack retirement facilities. That's why, aside from my job of trying to attract more retirees to come here, I'm also trying to attract more investors for them to put up retirement facilities, because I keep on telling them it's going to make money for all of you right away, because there is really that need. We lack world-class retirement facilities.
No, can you explain what that is? So, when retirement is discussed, people think about maybe home care, right? Assisted living, nursing homes, if you will. But when you say retirement facilities, what are you talking about?
There are actually two kinds of retirement facilities. There's the independent living and the assisted living.
Okay.
The independent living are those, as the name says, that for very active, still active retirees,
Okay.
and they don't need help at all.
Okay.
So they can just go wherever they want to go. But assisted living are those that need nursing care.
Right.
Okay, so we lack those. We have a few.
Okay.
We have a few
What's a
here.
good example of some of those facilities here?
Okay, independent living facility would be any type of a condominium unit. That's why we partnered with all these real estate agents and
I see.
SM and Robinsons and all those, because they provide these condominium units for our
see.
retirees.
I suppose
Independent
they
living.
have features that are specifically designed.
Well, not necessarily, because independent living is just really any type of accommodation.
Okay.
As long as it's near a hospital, then you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but assisted living, there has to be medical care inside the facility,
Okay.
and that is what we lack.
Okay. Well, for example, I mean, we're here at the new office of the Commission on Filipinos Overseas. We moved to this area because there are a lot of pogos that left this area. I think the condominium across the street has a lot of vacancies. Would those qualify
It would
as
qualify.
independent living
Yes,
facilities?
yes, that would.
Okay, and would
Especially because it's near hospitals here.
right, we're in the center.
Yeah.
But would they have to apply for accreditation?
Yes.
Or how does that work?
This is what we've done. When I came into PRA, I found out that these retirement facilities were accredited by us.
So there's an accreditation
There
process.
is, but the standards were not really that complete, like the standards they have in the United States.
Okay.
So what I did, I met with some people, asked for their help. Okay, what are the world-class standards for a retirement facility?
Okay.
We have that now.
Okay.
And starting next year, we're going to be doing accreditation based on those standards.
And what are the highlights of those standards? What are the
Just
things that
medical-
stand out? That just proximity to a hospital?
Yeah, and then for assisted living, medical facilities, and nursing care is very important. I just discovered recently there is right beside Midas Hotel.
Yes.
Used to be
On Ross
Lopez
Boulevard?
Compound.
Okay.
It's now called Oasis, and it's
yes.
now an assisted living retirement facility.
Oh.
And we visited it, and they take care of people with dementia.
Okay.
So there are a lot of patients that they have now. It's full. It's full. In fact, there's a long line of applicants
Really?
to get into that.
So there's a big demand.
Big demand. That's why I keep on telling these investors that I get to talk to that you're going to make money right away, because there's big demand
There's
for
an
that.
opportunity.
Very big.
Okay.
In fact, in Cebu, they're putting up a retirement township.
Okay.
A real township with
Township.
not just retirement accommodations, but also a hospital, a church, shopping mall, a golf course. They're putting it up in Medellin. It's in the northern part of Cebu.
Okay.
And the former governor of Cebu, Gwen Garcia, was so pleased with it that she decided to put an airport right there.
I see.
To make it accessible.
Okay.
I just hope the new governor will continue that.
Yes.
But it's something that we lack.
Okay.
Thailand which is our #1 competitor
Okay.
for the retirement industry.
Okay.
Thailand has a lot of world-class retirement facilities.
Okay.
This is why, if we want to catch up, we have to, increase our retirement facilities here.
Right. Now, does it require a big investment? Because we both live in
Yes.
southern Metro Manila,
Yeah.
and I noticed that in our part of the metro area, there are some private homes that were
Yes.
converted into
Yes.
assisted living.
Yes.
But how difficult is it to apply for the accreditation? Is there a high barrier to entry to?
No.
Okay.
Because we will be the one accrediting these retirement
Okay.
facilities. As long as they conform with the necessary medical facility or medical requirements
Okay.
of a standard medical retirement facility, then it's very easy. It's just that need to invest a little bit of money.
And did they get this information from your website, or is there a special?
No, it has to be.
Did they
we
have to go to
talk
your office?
They have to
I
come to
see.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I'm putting two and two together. I'm sensing some opportunities here because, you may have heard that in Metro Manila, because the pogos have left,
Yes.
that this has created a glut
Exactly.
in the market of condominiums.
Yes.
And they were saying that this, maybe, I don't know if it's correct or not, but some of the things I've heard is it may take us 6 to 8 years just to
Yeah.
recover what was lost.
Yes.
But I'm thinking now you're mentioning this opportunity. I wonder if that's something that these developers should pounce on.
They already know that.
Okay.
They already know that once the pogo issue came up,
Yeah.
and a lot of the pogos were driven out of the country, then they knew
Okay.
their next step would be to work together with us.
So
and they did.
more people should be talking about it.
Exactly.
All right. So
Yeah.
so the first step is to go to the PRA.
Yes.
Get information.
Hmm.
And is there
Actually, the owners of these condominium units, they've already been in touch with us.
I see.
And we've already worked together, a
Okay.
partnership, and we promote them now
Okay.
to our retirees,
Okay.
and they're doing okay
and
so far.
You see that because foreigners retire everywhere in the Philippines. So this is good for any part of the country.
Any part of the country.
Now, for those who maybe have like a home they can rent
Yes.
for assisted living, is there like a minimum of like entry? Can I convert, like you say, an old home that into maybe assisted living? Is
Yes. You can. In fact, a lot of my friends, they've asked me about the same thing. They
Okay.
have old houses they don't use anymore.
Yes.
Can they rent it out?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, you can, because as long as they have rooms and they're, habitable,
Yeah.
and they're clean and whatever, and somebody has to be there to take care of the needs of the retirees, even if they are for independent living.
Okay.
Somebody has to be there all the time.
I
Yeah.
see. So that's the key.
Yes.
So if someone is into like the rental property business,
Yeah.
they have some maybe condominiums
Yes.
or property, or for instance, would it make more sense to do independent living style,
Yes,
or
yes.
is it
No.
more?
It's easier for independent living.
Well,
Easier because
would
there are
I?
less requirements.
Yeah, but would they earn more money than, say, putting up the property for Airbnb or something like that?
Then that I wouldn't. I don't know exactly the
Yeah.
dynamics of the Airbnb.
But what you're saying
industry.
is that there is a definite economic opportunity.
there
here.
is
Okay.
really.
So what do we need? We need to drum that up.
Yep.
Okay.
We have to talk to more investors
Okay.
and more people.
Right.
So this is part of my job that makes it more exciting.
Right. So is there anything else that we need to maybe get more retirees? Any other major thing we need?
Well, we need more money
Okay.
to
From
promote.
Congress.
Yeah.
You
know,
need
for
resources.
and much bigger budget for that, so that we can sell and participate in all these expos that cater to the senior community. And I am it's just only now that I discovered there's so many countries that have these senior events. I mean, events that cater only to the senior community. And we attended a big one in Paris earlier this year. It was attended by 80,000 old people.
Okay.
I've never seen so many old people in my whole life. You know, they 80,000, and they were just there, and we got a lot of leads from them, and some have already arrived in the country. And you know, it's what a big market that has to be developed.
Now, this is so exciting. Now, I just want to clarify for the audience, I'm not yet a senior, although people mistake me for one because of my white hair. Bob, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you.
An eye-opener really for opportunities. Before we end this program of this new season of the Chairman's Report, would you like to leave a final message for our audience?
Yes, I'd like to talk to the potential foreign retirees who have considered living here in the Philippines, and I'd like to assure you that we will do everything we can to make you enjoy the sweetness of doing nothing, which is what retirement is all about. In Europe, they call it il dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. And if you come to the Philippines, I'll show you how it goes.
Wow.
Thank you.
What a pitch. Bob, thanks again for making time for this program. And I'd like to thank our viewers on IBC 13 for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this new episode of the new season of the Chairman's Report. I'm Dante Klink, and I'll see you next week.